Thanks, Lieutenant Barone, Cherokee Sheriff's Office.
Lieutenant Barone, call. Sorry to barrage you with all the voicemails. I've had a little difficulty getting communication with anybody in your office. It's my understanding you are a investigator for Office of Professional Standards?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me tell you the situation I witnessed a couple days ago.
Tell me who you are first. What is your name, sir?
Let's just call me Shane. I'll give you that much for now. As it develops, I might give you more. But I'm a resident of Georgia, and I was on Sixes Road, or actually attempting to get onto Sixes Road a couple of days ago, and there were two vehicles coming down the hill, and I was coming out of the mountain bike park right there, the Blankets Creek. So I'm starting to pull out. There's two cars coming down the hill to my left. Spacing looks really good. I'm thinking I'm going to pull out after the first car goes by. So as I'm waiting for that car to go by, I realize the second car is flying down the hill. I mean, going really fast. That would be Cherokee County Sheriff's vehicle number 1060. So they both go past. I pull out. I get up to the speed limit. You know, it's like 35 right there. And I realize that trooper, or the Cherokee County Sheriff's vehicle, he's hauling ass. I mean, he is flying. The reason I know his vehicle is because he got hung up at the light right there at the racetrack. When we got there, I made note of his vehicle number, and then he turned left and hauled ass back in the other direction. And it's like, if he's hauling ass, it's obviously an emergency. He should have his lights on. And number two, if he's hauling ass to this intersection just to do a U-turn and go back the other way, there were other opportunities that he could have made a U-turn and not had to go all the way to that intersection.
Okay.
So, now, it's my understanding you guys drive Ford vehicles, right?
We drive everything. Most of the vehicles that you see on the roadway are Ford Explorers.
Okay. Well, this one was a stand, like a. I believe it was. I can't really remember. I mean, that was several days ago. But I got a
Charger.
I got the vehicle number.
Okay.
I don't think it was a Charger, but I got the vehicle number. Vehicle number 1060. That's. I mean, you got that. You can figure that out. Now, if a citizen files a complaint on, witnessing excessive speed and reckless driving on one of your vehicles, how is this? How is it investigated? How is it sustained or dismissed or not found? How do you determine?
Well, what I would do is I would forward it to his supervisor and let them figure out why he was driving fast. For all you know, he had a medical call that he had to go to at 6's at 5 at QT, and on the way there, the call was canceled. So he maybe just turned around and made a U-turn at that racetrack to go back the other way. I don't know. I couldn't tell you anything because I just don't know.
Okay, but a dispatch log would be available.
I'm sorry?
Would there be any record of him being assigned to a call on an emergency call?
Yes,
like
there
if he
would
were
be.
being dispatched?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that would be there. You guys have any kind of? I mean, how do you determine if he's speeding or not? How just by conversation, asking how fast he was going, or
yes. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to look into his GPS to see how fast he was going at that particular time. We don't have the capabilities of recording everyone's speed at all the times because the cloud space would just be too expensive for us to hold that type of information.
So it's my word against his.
Well, ultimately, but you don't know how fast he was going, do you?
Well, when I was doing the speed limit,
what you said was he was hauling ass.
He was exceeding.
That could have been. Tell me how fast you think he was going. Hauling ass doesn't really give me an idea how fast he was going.
I know for a fact he was exceeding the posted speed limit.
Okay, and then he's allowed to go at least 10 miles over the speed limit by Georgia law. So do you know if he was going faster than 45 or 46 miles an hour?
What Georgia law is that?
You're allowed to go the speed limit. You're allowed to go 10 miles over the speed limit before we're allowed to give you a citation. So you have to go 11 over the speed limit for me to write a citation for you. Now it's different for Georgia Patrol.
Yeah, Georgia State Trooper can write it.
Right. So a citation for 1 mile over the speed limit.
Speed limits.
I'm sorry?
Yeah. You guys are still required to follow the speed limits.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. The driver of an authorized emergency vehicle, when responding to an emergency call, when in pursuit of actual suspect violated the law, you guys can break the speed limit if you have your emergency lights on, siren, and responding to an emergency call. Those are required. You're required to have your lights and siren on and be responding to an emergency call.
We don't know if he wasn't responding to an emergency call, do we, Shane?
Siren on?
Do we know?
He did not have his lights and siren on.
Right. So we don't know if he was responding to an emergency call, and you don't know how fast he was going. So I need to look into it. I need to investigate it. I need to see what was going on.
Vehicle 1060.
I heard you the first two times. 1060. You're upset that this driver was speeding because he was hauling ass. Is there anything else, Shane?
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
An email address where...
Is there an email address? What the driver looked like? Can you tell me what time of day it was? Give me something so that way, we can figure out who it was.
Give me your email address where I can send a formal complaint about the conduct of your officer that I witnessed on Saturday morning around 10 a.m. on Sixes Road.
Saturday? Wait, well, I'm sorry, what day was it?
Oh, I'm sorry, it was Sunday, 10 a.m.
That's what I thought you said. Okay, so it's 10 a.m. on Sunday, Sixes Road. You're coming out of Blankets Creek, and if I'm right, you went eastbound towards 575. He pulled the U-turn around at the racetrack.
Yeah, and he was easily driving. Yes, and I was specifically following exactly the speed limit just so I could see how much further he was getting away from me.
And how fast were you going?
The posted speed limit right there. If you'd like, I'd provide a dash cam. I have dash cam video of all this.
Absolutely. That would be great. You ready?
Let's start with the inquiry. Yeah.
DM Barone at CherokeeGA.com.
I'm not trying to get an attitude with you, which I get the impression that you're a little annoyed that I'm inquiring about this.
Oh, no, so you're not inquiring. You're making a complaint. I completely understand why you're doing it. We expect our officers to obey the laws at all times. And I'm sorry that you think that I'm giving you a...
Which contradicts what you said just a few minutes ago.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk.
A few minutes ago, you justified him speeding 10 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Because citizens are allowed to go 10 over the speed limit. Cherokee Sheriff's Office employees are also allowed to go 10 over the speed limit because that is the law. That is the law. And because we allow you to go over 10 miles an hour, I will allow the officer to go 10 miles over the speed limit. Yes, sir.
So that 10-mile-an-hour buffer is not written into the law. That's written because that's when you can or cannot use speed detection devices. You can still pace me and give me a citation for that speed. Speed detection devices are where you get the 10-mile-an-hour buffer.
Correct.
You can pace me at 5. You can pace me, give me a citation for 5 over. So that 10-mile-an-hour buffer you're talking about is not written into law. That's your discretion.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm going to give that same discretion to the officers. Yes, sir.
Which tells me you're probably not going to do anything about it. But
okay then, Shane. I'm looking forward to your complaint. Is there anything else that you need from me? Would you like me to return and let you know what my findings were?
I'm sure you'll investigate yourself and find no wrongdoing, but I'm going to follow this. I'm going to do it. So
I look forward to it, Shane. Would you like me to call you back with my findings?
I would like for everything to be done through email so this can be documented. You'll get my email. You'll have every detail. You'll have all corresponding information. Okay, and you'll be able to include that dash cam video for me? If you subpoena it, I will. I'm not going to subpoena anything. This isn't a criminal investigation. I'm trying to find out if my officer, did something wrong. And you said you had video of it. You were willing to give it to me. You asked for my email address, but now you don't want to. Okay. I will review. All right, Shane. I will go ahead. I look forward to your emails. Let me know if there's anything else that I can do for you, sir. Sir? No, I think you've done enough of shirking and deflecting.
Good morning, Deputy.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
Pretty good, sir.
Doing well, thank you. I appreciate you dropping what you were doing to come talk to me.
Yes, sir.
Today is July 17th, 2024. The time is approximately 11:05 a.m. and this is concerning a complaint from a Mr. Shane. Deputy, before we go forward, I gave you a copy of the AIC allegation. Yes. That is yours. On the very back end page of that is a copy of employees' duties and rights during an internal investigation. Okay. This is to inform you that an internal affairs investigation has been started in regards to a situation which was reported on July 16th, 2024. A copy of the allegation is being supplied to you for information. I also have supplied you with a copy of employees' duties and rights during an internal investigation. Yes. You are hereby ordered not to discuss this case with any person other than the Internal Affairs Office, Chief Deputy, sheriff, or legal counsel. Any efforts on the contrary will be considered obstruction of this investigation and violation of a direct order. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you would sign and date that for me. All right, so Mr. Shane advised he was coming out of Blankets Creek bike trail on Sunday around 10 a.m. He witnessed the vehicle 1060, and from looking at the reports, it shows that you are assigned 1060.
Yes.
He said that even though you were speeding, he tried to follow you, but he maintained the proper speed, which he thought was 35. I know the speed limit on Sixes Road is 40 miles per hour.
Yes.
He said you were hauling ass. That you drove all the way down, you're heading eastbound towards 575, that when you got in the area of where the racetrack is located, you then performed a U-turn and went back the other way, going westbound, hauling ass. What I did, let me ask you this, do you remember anything, do you remember driving fast on Sixes Road that particular day, that morning?
No.
Okay. I went ahead and pulled your records off your vehicle, and you're clearly speeding.
Okay.
Okay. The speeds that I got, these are all starting at 9:55. You probably coming out of the subdivision or something, but that's when you were going 36, and your speeds are all right here.
Okay.
Okay. We got 56, and this is every, you know how the system works. Every couple of seconds it registers your speed.
Okay.
So in the 5 minutes that I checked your speed, it went from 36, 56, 56, 55, 50, 52, 58, 50. This is where I think you made the U-turn, because the speed got down pretty low. It went down to, I want to say it was like 18. You did the U-turn, came back, hit 50, 45, 53, 49, 41, 53, 51, 55, and then at 10 a.m., 59 miles per hour.
Okay.
I then, do you remember going to a call? Do you remember doing anything around 10 a.m. on Sunday morning?
Sunday morning. What did we do Sunday morning?
These were your calls. At 9:49, there was a 92 check. Somebody was moving rocks, I guess.
Yes.
And it was just a quick check. You checked it in, checked it out.
Yeah.
The next call for service is at 10:37.
Okay.
So I don't believe that you were going to a call.
No,
I
no.
can't defend you speeding
I
like
wouldn't
that.
say it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't. If I was, I'd admit to it.
Tell me, why do you think you were speeding?
I think at that point I just didn't realize how fast I was going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that might be a habit?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, I know I've got a complaint once when I first got to Days.
Well, that was years ago, though, right?
No, that was I just got to Days this year.
Oh, okay.
Or May of last year. Yeah, May of 23. I got one complaint, but that was because I was going to the bathroom, and I was like, hey, I knew I was speeding because I was like, I'm not gonna make it.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. No justified reason to do it now.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Please try and keep your speed close to 40 miles
Yes.
per hour. One thing that I told this gentleman is that, you know, I think that every supervisor in Cherokee County, I know that I'm this way, that I will give you a grace of at least 10 miles per hour, because that's what we give citizens on the road. He did not like that answer. He felt that I'm defending you, and that if I was traveling in that speed, I'd be getting a ticket. What gives him the right to do it? And if he was going to a call, he should be using his lights and sirens. So I really had no defense for any of that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for being honest with me. What you're obviously going to be is it's going to be a sustained vehicle operation.
Yes, sir.
Policy violation.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I do apologize. Like I said,
No, thank you.
Didn't even realize I was going that fast. So.
All right. And to save you some time, would you feel comfortable signing off on this? Because it is going to be a sustained policy violation.
Okay. What does that mean?
You violate a policy. Now it's going to be up to your supervisor to decide what type of discipline they want to give you, whether it be a verbal counseling. This is the first time that I've received a complaint against you. You know, maybe it'll just be a quick little verbal. Okay. Let them decide. I don't know.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'm perfect.
What I'd like you to do is, just because instead of having you come back later today after I write my report, why don't we just take care of it all? Are you okay with that?
Yes, sir. That's perfect.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sign right there. This is going to be you. It is a sustained policy violation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and that's your copy.
Okay.
The time now is approximately 11:12 a.m., and this will conclude the interview.
Okay.
Lying pigs in a badge and vest swear on the book, but they fail the test. Truth on the street, yeah, we see the scam. Power in their hands, but the blood's on the can. Lights flash red, story goes black. Officer's version don't match the playback. Sworn to protect, but they falsify. Body cam rolling while they testify.